We did a gate of over 1.5 million. Bonuses were $65,000. Fight of the night went to Gouveia and Belcher. Submission of the night went to DeMarcus Johnson. And knockout of the night went to TJ Grant. $65,000.
Dana, a question for you, and then one for Frank and Kenny. Just, do you see anybody out there that legitimately, would be a threat to beat BJ based on what you saw from him tonight?
He looks good. I've been waiting for this for years from BJ Penn to take it serious and start training and putting the time and effort into it. And he's the real deal. He's been coasting on talent for 10 years, and now he's taking it serious.
And Frank, as a person that often says talks about the mixed martial artists and everything, when you look at a guy like BJ and how complete he is, I wonder if you could just kind of make some comments about what you see in his game and how good he is right now.
It's hard to pick any weaknesses out of BJ. He's first and foremost, he's a really great athlete, which is a phenomenal foundation to start off with. But like Dana said, that's kind of what he coasted on to begin with. He's a great technician when it comes to submissions and also striking. He's a great boxer. Really, at this point, at 155, it's hard to see who could really have a definitive shot at being able to take him out. Maybe if you can wrestle him to death and keep in great position, but that's hard to say with a guy then you say you're going to go 5 rounds with that's not going to knock you out or submit you. He's a tough number for anybody right now to pull. BJ is one of the best fighters in the world.
And you said Diego went to the hospital. Did you have a chance to talk to him at all before he left?
Just in the octagon, He's about as busted up as I've ever seen a guy that's fought. I mean, he took some big shots tonight. Stayed in there, hung in there, and it was actually I was going to say this too. I think Herb Dean did a fantastic job in the first round. It's not often you get the opportunity to fight for the title, and he was watching close, let that thing continue, and Diego was okay and did recover, and I think he did a great job. And I think Diego showed a lot of heart tonight, man. He got busted up. He hung in there and kept coming forward.
It's kind of hard to say. One thing I do give Diego a lot of credit for, he recovers very well. I hit him with some big shots, and he recovered quick, and he kept going. But I think as far as going forward, he kind of got bummed out on that, so he's kind of backing up and moving around the ring. But I think after the first round, he started to back up a little, but he never totally gave up the fight. He always felt he was in it.
You said after the fight that he was a guy that you would wanted to fight before. Can you just elaborate on that for us now?
Yeah, I just, I always had a feeling he wanted to fight me, so I just kind of kept my mouth shut, and then he always would ask me to train with him, but it was like, I know he wants to train with me so he can see what I have. And then just like clockwork, a year later, he started challenging me, and I pretty much knew it was going to happen one day.
Obviously, it's a goal of yours to go back to the 170-pound division. Working with Marv now, how do you think the process would change as far as adding that weight, and how different would it be?
You know what? I have nothing to comment right now. I just want to enjoy tonight. I don't want to think about that right now.
Can you talk about the impact the Pacquiao fight with Cotto had on you? I heard that had a little influence on what you did. And secondly, do you think, given the number of great fights you've had, that this performance would rate as the best or among the 2 or 3 best of your career?
To me, it was just another fight, but Frank Fertitta and Mike Goldberg were telling me that that this might have been one of the best fights in my career. So I haven't watched the tape yet, so to me it was just another fight. And I just like watching Pacquiao, how he throws punches and bunches, and it's fast. He might get away from the first 2 or 3, but the 2 or 3 coming behind that are going to hit you. So kind of figured that out.
Did
that happen with Diego tonight, where you were able to, kind of hit him with the second and third ones?
Actually, yeah. When I started throwing my first couple, the ones at the end were ending up landing. But this is MMA, and it is different. The guy can always try to take you down. So with that said, I can't just be as free with my punches.
BJ, it seemed like your takedown defense was really great tonight, and you just kept uppercutting him every time he tried to grab that single leg. I mean, did you ever rethinking, is he going to stop trying to grab this leg because I'm punishing him every time I do it?
Actually, it's it's a blessing actually when the guy grabs my leg, because I know that's my chance to hit him, because he's either like running away, and then I gotta wait to hit him. So as soon as he grabs my leg, I can just keep hitting him. So I'm glad. I didn't know what game plan he was gonna use, but I was glad every time he grabbed my leg.
You said forward you were popping, it was accurate, but your timing was really on tonight.
We did a lot of handwork with Jason Perillo and Rudy Valentino, and we really visualized, and me and Marv Marinovich and the Marinovich brothers were really doing a lot of, I think, cutting edge stuff that all the other strength and conditioning coaches aren't doing, and I really think it's making me faster.
BJ, in the fight with Diego and Clay Guida, his high kick and his uppercuts were used, effectively, and you seemed to defend those very well tonight. Was that something you planned for, and if so, how?
That is actually something I planned for, because his right uppercut is pretty much his weapon. So I wanted to kind of bait him on it a little, bait it, make him throw it, and see what angle it's coming from, and then try to make him pay off it.
Hey, David, before we go, I just want to say happy birthday to BJ Penn. Happy birthday, brother.
Oh, thank you very much. When I first started fighting for this company, I just turned 22 and 31 today.
You didn't have, me and Lorenzo were talking about that a couple days ago. We were talking about that. And he finally started training at 32.